President Poрошenko, it's a pleasure to welcome you personally in Jerusalem. The histories of the Ukrainian people and the Jewish people are intertwined for over 1,000 years. It's a history that encompasses both great accomplishment as well as enormous tragedy. I have to tell you that some of Israel's greatest literary figures were born in the Ukraine, including our national poet, our Shakespeare, Chaim Nachman Bialik, who came from the Ukraine, the Nobel laureate writer, Shai Agnon, came from the Ukraine. Some of our greatest rabbis were born in the Ukraine, including Rabbi Nachman of Breslov and Rabbi Menaheme-Menдле Shneersone, the Любавичском rabbi, who I had the great privilege of knowing personally, had many discussions with him. Some of Israel's foremost political leaders were born in the Ukraine, including three of my successors, Prime Ministers Moshe Sharet, Levi Eshkol, and Golda Meir. And no less important for me, the great Zionist leader, Zev Jabotinsky, was also born in the Ukraine. He's a tremendous moral and political authority that resonates through the ages, resonates for me every day. So you can understand why many Israelis, like me, feel personally connected to your country. Every year, tens of thousands of Israelis visit the Ukraine. Even more Ukrainians visit Israel. And that came after my government decided to cancel the visas. And this was met by a similar decision by the government of Ukraine, and this led to a boom in tourism. But tourism is only one aspect of the ever-expanding relationship between our two countries. We cooperate in culture and in agriculture, in trade and investment, in science and technology, in health and medicine. And our cooperation in these and other areas, I think, brings tangible benefits to both our peoples. Mr. President, I want to commend you personally for your resolute stance against racism and anti-Semitism. I think that this has a special meaning for us in principle, but also in relation to the large Jewish community that lives in Ukraine and for which we have special regard and warmth and close connections. We've agreed to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the massacres of the Jews at Babi Yar. And I think that by learning the lessons of the past, we help to ensure a better future. Finally, Mr. President, your visit comes at a special time in the Holy Land, just before Christmas. I know that in the Ukrainian Orthodox Church, Christmas is celebrated according to the Julian calendar in January. But nevertheless, I want to take this opportunity to wish you and the Ukrainian people a joyous Christmas. I wish to take this opportunity and wish Christians everywhere a Merry Christmas. And you know, Mr. President, in the Middle East, Israel is one of the few countries, I'll even say probably the only country, in which Christians can be free, can worship openly, safely, proudly. They can celebrate this important holiday and other holidays at any time with no fear. I know many Ukrainians will be celebrating Christmas along with them. I wish them all the best. And Mr. President, once again, welcome to Jerusalem.
Thank you. Thank you.